Hey guys, it's Dammit. Welcome back. Um, the power gamer in me had a question that I wanted answered, and so I wanted to dig into the character creation process here in the Outer Worlds.
Next.
Yeah, keep talking there, Phineas. Um, so I've finished two normal mode games, Gunslinger, Sniper, and I finished three Supernovas. I did a stealth sniper, just like my build guide, and then I did a two-handed melee with the prismatic hammer. I'll get that video up sometime in the not too distant future. And then I did a stealth gunslinger build, and it got me wondering: is there an advantage to different attribute distributions here with your attribute points? And it turns out there is. It's very interesting. I just did some quick back of the envelope addition calculations. Nice simple stuff, no calculus required. And you get extra skill points for some of this
You're
stuff.
also average.
So, let's start with the basics, the easiest. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is your generalist. Um, I don't know that I'd ever do this, but let's just take a look at how many skill points this gets you. Okay, so here we are. 12s across the board. Okay? And so when you do the math, this is 216 skill points. Okay? 216. Keep that in mind. Very important. So 216 is our baseline. Let's establish this as our norm, and we're going to compare everything else to this. I don't think this is a particularly good way to build a character. I mean, if you're a ranged character, these are wasted points. Um, if you're lone wolf, these are wasted points. If you don't care about dialogue, these are wasted points. If you're melee, uh, these might be okay, but if you're ranged, these are wasted. So let's back up and let's take a look at something that I'm actually considering. So a lot of times, this was how I would start my builds. So let's say I was making a stealth sniper, so I would want extra critical damage, and so plus 20% to crit. That's good. And this is long guns. That's good. This is long guns, and this is headshot weak spot damage, which is really good for a sniper. So that's a good starting spot. Um, and then science is important. Sneak is important. So boom. And again, sneak and lockpick, those are important. The other four, not so much. But let's just look at the skills and how many skill points this nets us. And so here's the numbers, and I've already added them up. And this is 228. So you're talking a 12-point delta. You've gained 12 skill points. That's not inconsequential. That will make it easier for you to hit that magical 3 100s, a 60, and then some splashes. So if you were doing the sniper build, you could get long guns to 100, you could get sneak to 100, you can get science to 100, and inspiration to 60. That's very important if you're running with companions. Okay, so 228. Remember that, 228. Let's try this again. Now, what if I do a little fiddling? It's very popular to drop an attribute that you don't need and buff up attributes that you do need. And so what you can do is, so you can do this little gem here.
Muscular atrophy is practically a hobby in this colony.
You can drop that, and then you can go 1.
You've got a
2.
once-in-a-generation mind.
And this is a very interesting build. Okay. This is something I'm actually considering for my next playthrough. This is going to give me max crit, max headshot and weak spot damage, and I'll have a little bit of reload. I don't care so much about reputation and companion ability refresh because I'm planning on a lone wolf, so this isn't as important. And the health regen, while it's not that big a deal, let me tell you a little secret. There's food that's plus 200% to your health regen. Plus 200. Okay, it's not additive, it's multiplicative. That means it's not plus 200% to your regen. It's your regen times 200%. And what's 0 times 200%? Well, it's 0. So if you drop this,
Oh dear. Did you actually
the
punch out your
food
anger
that you
counselor?
would normally munch on to give you plus 200% to health regen is now useless. Okay, so just something to be aware of. But and again, anyway, so this is the -1, +1, +3, and then these guys are neutral. And then if we go to the next screen, here's the numbers. This one's very, very interesting. This is 252 skill points. That is a massive jump. Okay? And then another way to look at this is how many skill points are in wasted categories. If we just look at some of the like the melee category, I've only got 9 points wasted in here. That's not too bad. Now I'm going long guns, but you might find a nice pistol at low level and having a decent handgun skill when you're in oh god, what is it? Emerald Vale. Okay, that could be handy. Heavy weapons, and you know, there's an early shock cannon that can help you kill droids when you're low level. On Supernova, every little bit helps. Okay, this troubles me. So these points are wasted on a ranged tune. I wish I could get those points somewhere else, but you know, c'est la vie. And your dialogue, for me, dialogue isn't that important. So I like to raise this to 20. And then you look down here, this is great. This is troubling. Excuse me. I'm planning on sneak to 100, so that troubles me. This is really nice. So all of these skills will be 50, which is very handy. And then I'll be taking science to 60 or 100, depending on the build. If I was going pistol, I'd do 60. If I was going long guns, I'd do 100. That's just because the Assault Rifle Ultra comes in at level 20, and it's prohibitively expensive to tinker your Assault Rifle Ultras to 35 without 100 science, and even then, it's very expensive. And for a Lone Wolf playthrough, I don't care, so these points might be wasted, but the point is 258 skill points for this distribution. And now for the final Extremophile build. If we did something like this,
a habit of snarling at people.
And we take a look at, so this is 3+, 3 negative ones, and then we take a look at what we get. We wind up with 270 skill points. So, you know, if you can make this work, if you can distribute those skill points exactly where you want them, so you get the exact skills you want to start with, this could be a very advantageous way to build a character. Down here, this is very interesting to me for a Lone Wolf play. So 270. I think the sweet spot is 252. And if you'll recall, 252 is back here. I think something like this is the sweet spot. 3 up, 1 down, and then 2 average. This is 252 skill points. That is, you know, what are we talking here? 30, so 36. Wait. Yeah, no. Okay, 30 is 246. So, oh my god, it's 36 points. That's 36 skill points. I am strongly considering this for my Lone Wolf playthrough. And so that's what I wanted to talk about. I wanted to talk about attribute distributions. So all +1 is 216. A plus 2, no, 2 plus 2s and 2 plus 1s. That's going to get you 228. So just a little benefit. But 2 plus 3's a plus 1 and a minus 1. That gets you 252.
Decisions.
Very nice. I would strongly consider that. And I hope this helped you, and I'll see you in the next video.